What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to go over the last strategy you will ever need to become profitable, to become consistent, to pass any challenge, to change your life within 90 days, and your road to profitability. Okay, so let's get into the video. We're going to start with the weekly time frame. Okay, so first thing we want to look for is going to be any gaps, uh, old highs or old lows. Okay, basically, we're looking for inefficiencies. Okay, that's the name of the game. Okay, we also look for equal highs or equal lows. Okay, so these are all three things. These are all the things that we're looking for from the top down. Okay, gaps, old highs, old lows, inefficiencies, equal highs, or equal lows. All right. So if we're on the weekly here, we want to mark off um, old highs or old lows. Okay. So here we have, if we look left, we have an old high here. We also have a gap here that lines up. Okay. Now you're at the start of the week, right? So this is going to be a new week here. So the previous week's high also counts as an old high. Okay. So we want to mark these off and note all of your, we call them PD arrays, meaning premium and discount arrays or points of interest, right? So PD arrays. So weekly fair value gap. This is your weekly buy side liquidity in the form of an old high. Okay. This is also last week's high. This is buy side liquidity as well. Okay. Now we want to look in previous price action. We had a small gap inefficiency in here that we bounced off of and we're continuing higher. Okay. So if price were to the next week come lower, where would it go to? Well, we have this gap we can return down to. Or what's another thing we want to look for? Equal highs or equal lows. So if you see here, these old lows are relatively equal. Okay, see how we have one, two, three. These two are relatively equal. So this would be your weekly sell side liquidity, right? Or equal lows. Okay. Then we're going to drop down to the daily. Okay. Here we're on Friday. So typically you want to wait for Tuesday is going to be the start of your trading week. Okay. So Sunday and Monday, you want to wait and let the market do what it's going to do. Okay. So if we move forward in price, let's go Monday. Okay. So Monday, we see here, we've swept this high on last week's buy side. And what do we do here on the daily from last week's price action on the daily time frame? Well, we've actually now closed on Monday, so we've created a daily fair value gap here. Okay, so this is your fair value gap on the daily. Okay, so we have a couple PD arrays above us overlapping as a strong magnet for price to pull it to. we're creating higher lows. So our bias should be bullish here. Okay. We're not in the business of picking tops and picking bottoms. So that being said, our bias here on the daily, meaning your daily bias or your daily opinion or projection for the rest of the week, based off of this price action, right? We have low, high, lower high, lower, higher low, higher high, right? We're creating market structure to the upside. So our trend is up. Now, we left an inefficiency here. Okay. So you notice what we did here? We left an inefficiency. Well, what did it do? It came back to it, filled it in, and then continued higher. So we're expecting it to drop down into this fair value gap, fill in some inefficiency, right? This is a SIBI, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, or I think it's the other way around. I always get those backwards, but this is a bullish fair value gap, meaning price is going to want to come down into here and then continue higher. All right. So our bias for the week is bullish. Now, when we come down to the 1 hour, okay, see on Monday here, we traded just above last week's high, took out a little bit of liquidity, but we still have this high above us here for the week. So let's drag this to Friday here, the end of the day, 4 o'clock. Okay. So this is where you're going to want to have your weekly profiles. Okay. So in our private mentorship group, I have a folder. I'll pull it up here. I have a folder in our extras that we can just go to. Okay. And I'll pull it over here. Okay. Weekly profiles. So if we are bullish, we want to look for a bullish profile. So let's see. Wednesday low of the week bullish profile. Okay, so let's look at this one. Now, this is best seen on the 1 hour time frame. So if you see here, Monday into Tuesday trades higher. Then Tuesday to Wednesday, we trade lower. Wednesday creates the low of the week, and then we trade it bullish into Friday. So you can kind of try to think about price mimicking this on, we see here Monday here trades higher, then down into this fair value gap, right? On from Tuesday to Wednesday, Wednesday creating the low of the week here, and then trading higher into Friday, hitting this bullish weekly fair value gap and this old high here, right? So if we line up this with our weekly profile, it almost matches, right? So this is what you could be expecting. So now you're creating confluence and correlation between this daily PD array, what's price done on Monday, a weekly profile because you're bullish, and your weekly PD array above. We already know we're bullish. So now what we can do is, see here, this is Monday. We will go into Tuesday's trading. Tuesday 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is, we want to trade Tuesday between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. Okay. This is our New York window to trade our silver bullet trade. Okay. So let's drop down to our 1 minute time frame. Okay. So we've dipped into this PD ray. We worked from the 1 hour here. This is where we last left off. So let's go to the 15-minute. We see that we have this bullish candle here. So what you want to do on the before 10 a.m. on the 15-minute time frame, you want to mark off your London high and London low. So I like to use this indicator called ICT Index Futures vertical lines. Okay, this gives me my my times here. So if we see this was midnight opening prices, this purple line. So this was our London high here on this red line. So we're going to draw this out in time. We'll make this red and label it London high. We can copy it down below. This was the London low. And I have these saved as presets. Okay. So when we drop down to the 5-minute and turn this off now. So you can see this was your London session here. So coming into this 10 to 11 a.m. trading window, we can see that the London low was taken out as liquidity. So we could potentially run for the highs here. And again, if you see here, you have relatively equal highs. So this would be considered a form of internal liquidity because you are on a smaller time frame. So this is still buy side liquidity, but this is the 5-minute. And then your semi-external liquidity would be London high. See how we have equal highs there. So this is another form of buy side liquidity. You can see here, these were equal lows here. So this London low, equal lows here. You have all these relatively equal lows. It doesn't have to be perfect, but they're all relatively equal here. This is your sell side liquidity. So what price did here at the between 8:30 and 9:30, it swept the sell side liquidity. Okay, so we have this 5-minute fair value gap here. Okay, so I always like to delineate and mark up everything so I know exactly where I'm at in the price action. Okay, so drop down to the 1 minute. This is where I like to make my executions. Okay, so this is Tuesday. Okay, mind you, we still have this profile. So we could dip lower and then rally higher, right? So on the higher time frame, we're bullish. But that doesn't mean that inside of this window on a smaller time frame like the 1 minute, you can't be bearish. You can. So it all depends on price action, right? So we can see we're inside of this 5-minute fair value gap, rejecting it here. So when we come into this is where you want to watch the candle bodies, right? The wicks will do the damage, but you want to watch where the closure of the bodies are. Okay, so we're looking for a sign of displacement or a lot of volume coming into the market, so much that it creates a fair value gap on the 1 minute. Okay, a really cool indicator, I believe it's from a YouTuber called Zecker. I will link it below, has this silver bullet indicator. Let's see here, silver bullet. Let me see here. Bear with me. If it's in my favorites here. Anyways, we'll try to link that in the description below, but we can still watch it with our eyes. So we see here we started to push higher, but we wait. So now we've dropped down. So it's just all about being patient inside of this window from 10 to 11. Okay. So here we get a big push up. Okay. So we're now breaking this 5-minute fair value gap. Okay. So we've broken highs once and now confirmed twice, right? So structure is shifting to the upside. Okay. So you want to wait to see if the next candle prints, does it leave this area open? Okay. So we go here. It does. So we have this gap, fair value gap. Okay. Now you would look to take a long. Your stops would be at 5 points here, 5 points or 50 pips. Okay. And our target, first target, we know we want to take out buy side, but we have the London highs here. So 5 points there for a 1-to-1. Okay. So this would be could you be used as a take profit 1 for 5 points, and then potentially 10 for a 1-to-2. Okay. So if we play price, does it give us an entry? We push higher, higher. Okay. So at this point is where I would want to pull out my fib here. Take the swing low where we started this push, swing low to swing high, and use, I would want something in the 50% or lower here. So we have this smaller gap here, just below 50. So anywhere in here is still a good price to take buys from. Okay. Because if you're going to buy something, you want to get it at a discounted price, not a premium up here. You want it to come back on a discount. So let's see if we get tagged in here. Okay. So tagged in to this here. There's your 5. Okay. So what you could do at this point is close partials or close completely. Okay. If you can master it, once we can get above it here, then you can start trailing your stop loss and see if you can either leave one position open to get 10 or see if you can trail your stop loss up into 10. So let's see if we get a 1-to-2. Pulls back, and there you go. Buy side taken, the London high is taken. Okay. So that's a nice 1 to 2 there. So this happens 1, 2, 3 times in a day. Okay. This works on most USD pairs. Okay. So your Euro USD, GBP USD, AUD USD, and then your USD indexes and your futures contracts. So the S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, your US 30. And a lot of people have been saying it also works on gold. Okay. So the times that you'd be looking for the same exact criteria are going to be from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Okay. And this is all New York Eastern Standard Time. Okay. And I'll show you my chart set here to you. If you click here for your time zone, UTC -4 New York. Okay. You just click on New York there. So 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Okay. London. Oh, or there's also a PM session for New York. Okay. That is your 2 to 3 p.m. Then you have London from 3 to 4 a.m. Okay. So you have 3 opportunities to trade. Maybe you can't get up in the morning to trade the 10 to 11 and you can trade the 2 to 3. Maybe you're in London and the 3 to 4 is better for you. So these are the times it happens. Okay. On the next video, I'm going to talk about how you can use this strategy with proper risk management. I'm going to give you a whole risk management plan on how to trade this and pass any challenge. Okay. If you're interested and want to catch, we caught this live in my Discord, right? Okay. So if you want to be part of the Discord, we have a whole strategy for the silver bullet. We have we have beginner basics, advanced, extras, trade examples, ICT indicators, tons of free knowledge for psychology. Everyone's winning in here. We have people passing challenges in here. We got live trading Tuesday through Wednesday or Tuesday through Thursday. We're live calling the silver bullet. We do giveaways. Our next giveaway is going to be another 10K challenge. Let's see. We have profit and losses. People in here just killing it. 4% in one day. Okay. So don't take my word for it. We 100% win rate. So don't take my word for it. Join the Discord. It's on discount right now. If you click the link in the description, it's a one-time payment for lifetime access. Don't miss out because soon I'm going to increase the price. It's going to be a monthly subscription. So get in while you can. Only going to be opening up for another 50 spots. So lock in your position. And until next time, guys, don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, trade safe.